What you guys, got another video here for you. Today we're taking a look at the Windows hidden junk files you need to delete right now. Windows stores tons of junk files on your computer. A lot of this can be sensitive information and data, and it's good to clean out all of this stuff once in a while. Now, a while ago, I made a video about a batch file or script that I was going to be creating for you guys so you could use it and clean up your system. I have been working on multiple different scripts for you to use for different types of tasks, and people have been pestering me non-stop about these scripts on the Discord server and in the comments section. So what I've done is I've quickly chucked together a script here that will clean up all of this hidden junk files on your PC. Again, it's just a quick script that I just created a couple of days ago. Now you can double click on it or right click and run as administrator, which is probably better for you. So let's go ahead and do that right here. And when you open it up, you'll see something looking like this. So basically these items right here are what's going to be cleaned on the system. So let me expand this and we can take a look. It's just a basic script really that will go ahead and clean a lot of the stuff on the system for you. So first off, okay, so we've got clean prefetch. Now this is going to remove all the Windows preloaded app data used to speed up the startup of these apps. It's safe to remove this, but it can basically take time to load up the data again once you've cleaned it out, because a lot of app data is going to be stored in there. Say for instance, like Adobe Photoshop and all these applications that you open up, that data is stored in there to make the app open up a lot quicker. But it's good to clean it out once in a while. So user temp is basically going to delete all the temporary files created by user sessions and apps in your profiles. Then you've got clean system temp. This is going to basically delete the temporary files created by user sessions and apps in your profile. Moving on to clean junk folders and components. What this is going to do is remove all the leftover files from installations, updates, and other unused system components. Moving on to Discord cache. This can clean all out your old Discord cache, media logs, and cache data to free up space and fix glitches. So if you've opened up GIFs and other images on your Discord, they are stored in your Discord cache. So if you're going to some unsavory Discord servers which have loads of nasty stuff posted in them, that's what's going to be stored on your PC, which is always advisable to clean it out once in a while. Then you've got clean Microsoft Store cache. So this cleans the stored cache to fix downloads or app installation issues, but it's just basically just a bit of data that's stored in there, so you can clean that out. Then you've got clean old drivers. This removes outdated driver packages that are no longer used inside Windows. It's going to remove these. Then we've got Windows thumbnail cache. This deletes all of the images and video preview thumbnails that will automatically regenerate once these have been cleaned out. It's good to clean this out once in a while. Also, next we've got the self-explanatory one, clean Google Chrome cache and history. This clears the browsing data and cached files and cookies and visited web pages in Google Chrome. There's also one for Microsoft Edge that does the same as the above. And then you've got Firefox as well, which is going to clean out your cache and history, and also web data and browsing history in Firefox. We've also got Brave. This will do the same thing, remove stored site data and browsing records in Brave. And then you've got Vivaldi, which is also the same thing as the other ones, and Opera, which is also going to do the same. Next, you've got Recycle Bin. This permanently deletes files already moved to the recycle bin on all user accounts. Then you've got Windows log files. Remove system logs used for diagnostic and troubleshooting. Memory dump files. These are going to be deleting all your cache dump files generated during system and app failures. Now, these might be useful if you're having many different problems with your PC, but after a while, these do get stored into a certain area called mini dump, and it will clean that area out. Now we've got Microsoft Team Cache. This cleans the team chat and media cache to fix any sort of sync issues or loading issues that you might be having, or any sort of cached files that are stored in your Microsoft Teams. This also builds up over time. It's good to clean it out once in a while. We've got clean the ghost devices. This removes hidden or old hardware entries from Device Manager, USB drives, and also normal drives and other stuff like that that are just not in use anymore. Everything you plug into your computer, after a while, it will store that information. If you don't ever plug that item in, again, it will still be stored there, but it will remove all of that information. We've got clear Windows search history. This does what it says on the tin, basically. Clears index search suggestions and query history from Windows. So whatever you've been searching in Windows, that gets stored, and this will clean all that out as well. Moving on to number 21, we also have the Delivery Optimization Cache, WUDO, deletes Windows Update sharing cache used for peer-to-peer updates. Next, we got 22, DirectX and GPU shader matrix caches. This will clean all the compiled graphics shader cache, and this can help fix stuttering and graphics issues. Number 23, we have the Xbox Live gameplay and app cache. This removes all of the cached game data from Xbox apps and services. So if you don't want to do any of this stuff, then obviously don't run this script, because it's going to clean a lot of this stuff out. Most of it is all cached files and junk data folders that we don't need anymore. We also got branch cache and patch temp arrays. This will clear any sort of cache network update files in the enterprise and updates distribution folder. And to finish off, after we've done all that, we've got the flush DNS. This clears the stored domain to IP mappings to fix website loading or network issues. This will just clean that all out. And to finalize everything, you've got the option to run BleachBit at the very end. It will download it, install it, and you can then make your selection and basically clean the system. Let me show you how it works. So basically, when you open it up, you're going to have this window here. You just say Wi-Fi yes, and it's going to start calculating the total space before cleanup. This will basically tell you how much space you have on the system. It will run the cleanup sequence, and it will then tell you how much space has been recovered. Now, bear in mind, I'm on a virtual machine here, so there's not going to be a lot of space saving because this is a pretty clean install from an image that I created. So on a system that is full of bloat, it will remove a lot of junk. But just let it calculate. It does take a bit of time, depending on how much data you have on your drive and spaces on your drive. It's going to calculate all that. Once this is done, it's just going to roll right the way through. And as you can see here, it's going to close any active browser frames and to release any sort of history databases and any sort of blocked browsers. It's going to see a bunch of pop-ups here. This is clearing out the Microsoft Store cache, and you can see it running right through here. This is normal. Don't worry about that. And you can see it's now running right the way through. And you can see a bunch of other stuff popping up on the screen. But once this is done, it's going to recalculate the remaining folder footprints and tell us how much data has been saved by removing all this data. Remember, this number is going to be pretty small because it's a virtual machine. On yours, it should be quite substantial. So just let it do its thing. And once it's done, you'll get the end result. And it will ask you, do you want to continue to run BleachBit? Now you might be thinking to yourself, why do I need to run BleachBit after I've done all of this myself? I might as well just run BleachBit. If you want to, you can do. But here we are. And as you can see here, the results of size before the clean. And we also have size after the clean. And it gives you the save space right here. Remember, at the end of the day, it's not going to be huge because this is a virtual machine. And also, I've avoided cleaning out locations like the downloads folder because people might not want to clean that area. So if you do want to clean that area, you can do it manually. That way it's not ripping out all of the stuff that's stored in areas where people do actually store executable files that they've downloaded or ISOs off the internet. So I didn't want to do that. If you want to continue, you can just push enter, and this will now proceed to download BleachBit. You can see here, do you want to download and install BleachBit? Yes or no, or C to close and finish. Let's just say yes in this instance. It's going to go ahead and download BleachBit from here, and from here it will then install it onto your PC, and you can then make the configurations that you want. Now, in this sort of batch file, you can't really pre-configure it. There is an actual file I can use to pre-configure it. This works better in a PowerShell script rather than a batch file. But like I said, this will pretty much do what you need it to do. It should automatically install and open automatically, and you can then make the changes that you want. So we'll just let that finish off, and we'll take a look at the end result once it's done downloading and installing on the system. Now, BleachBit is quite an aggressive cleaner. It will clean up a load of stuff. And now you can see it's starting to install BleachBit silently in the background. And now it will give you the option. What do you want to do? Do you want to open BleachBit GUI, or do you want to run BleachBit cleanup now? And you can just run it and it will clean up just as with those default settings. So let's say 1, so we can open up the GUI interface here. And there we go. It's now going to open. And there we are with BleachBit. So you can now go through here and do a deep scan, or you can do just a quick scan depending on what you want to do. You can just basically select the stuff that you want to select on your system. Again, it's already cleaned out the history on Edge, and I'll show you that right here. Before I just run this, let me just quickly show you. So if you go here, it's already deleted the history. So if I go to history, it's all removed already. There's no history here. Now, there were some sites on here that I went to just to show you, but I forgot to show you at the beginning. But hey, you get the idea. So we'll do this anyway. So we're going to open this back up. And you can go through and clean up the clipboard. Now, I can add this to the script if you want to. I didn't want to spend too much more time on it. But basically, yeah, you can do all this here. Now, a couple of things to be careful of when you're running this sort of stuff is it's the free space. That does take a bit of time. So just be careful on some of the options that you do select, because they will take a fair bit of time to clean those up. And if you look right up here, let me just come up the top here, you'll see some quite heavy duty deep cleaning items right here. So let's just go ahead and check mark all of this stuff. And this is what it's going to do. So prefetch, it's going to do exactly what the script done already. But if you want to skip this part, you can do. But I put it on there just in case some people want to run this as well. All we need to do here now is click clean. And she will then go off and start to do a clean on the system. It's that simple. And you can see it cleaning it up. There we go. And you just let that run. And you can see here right now, this is the wiping of the free disk space that erases remnants of any sort of files that were deleted without shredding. And this does not free up system space on your drive. It's just when you delete a file, it doesn't actually delete it until you run something like the free disk space eraser, and it will erase all the free disk space and clean out all those remnants that have been left behind. If you run this like this with the run free disk space, you are not going to be able to use data recovery software to be able to recover data if you run this on your system. So I'd advise you to only run this every so often, this free disk space, and you can uncheck that on this list. You don't have to run it all the time. If you look up the top, you can actually see the bar right here. And this is a virtual machine, so it's not very full of data, so it's not going to take that long. But on your system, it might take a while to go through and clean up the free disk space. And that's now done, as you can see right here, and we've completely cleaned all that. So let me quickly show you In the list, if you want to skip that process right here, you would just remove this check mark right here. And this will stop the free disk space from being cleaned. It's always advisable to run this once in a while, but if you're looking for a quick clean, just watch out for some of the system stuff right here and some of the deep cleaning right here, because these will take a bit longer. But this has now been done. Now, just so you know, you can also go into preferences right here if you wanted to run this, and you can download the updated cleaners from the community, which is the winapp2.ini. And this is quite an aggressive option you'll get here. This is a small bleach bit cleaner option. This is a much more extensive option right here. And there's also this little check mark here, overwrite contents of the files to prevent any sort of recovery. I would advise you to leave that check marked as well. And that's pretty much it. That is the script. If you want it, I'll leave it on the Discord server, and Discord is free to download and use. It's probably the best place to get hold of me if you want to chat with me or if you want to download this script. Just head over to my Discord server. The link is in the video description of every video that I've done in the last so many months. You'll be able to see it in there. Once you join my Discord server, you'll be able to come down here. Make sure you are showing all of the channels and roles. Go into channels and roles here. Select where you're from in the UK or America or wherever, and come over to browse channels. Make sure that you have all of the channels check marked on the right hand side. And the ones you're interested in really you can check mark, but the one it's in is the Tech Vault. Once you come down to the Tech Vault here, you will see I've just posted it here for you. Gives you a brief description, 26-in-1 system optimizing utility, blah, 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 blah. A bit of disclaimer here. An image telling you exactly what the script does, all in little icons, and gives you a brief description here. Use at your own risk, of course. And again, you'll be able to download it. All you need to do here, it's right here. You can then come to the three dots and hit download, and you will then be able to run it on your PC. And that's it. Anyway, I hope this video helps you out. Let me know if you want me to add anything else to it, and I'll do my best to add some extra bits on there if I get time. I am working on another script which looks like this. It's still work in progress, but basically once you open it up, it will look something like this. I'm deciding whether to run this as an executable file or whether it's going to be as a script and pay for the license for it. I really don't know. It's more of a maintenance tool, really. If you've got any budding coders out there that want to help me build this up to something more spectacular, then let me know on the Discord server. I'll be grateful for your help. But again, you can see right here, it's broken down into system utilities. You've got smart, you've got trim, you've also got defrag and a bunch of other stuff like driver diagnostics and tweaks. And I could just add a bunch of different stuff to this to make it much more easier for you to manage your system. And again, it's still work in progress. I'm still adding stuff to it. So again, like I said, I do have a network section here where I can add some network stuff in here as well. And there's also some DNS servers and things like that, memory optimizer, and also a product key and so on. It's just an automation tool that does a lot of things for you, like bringing up system information here. If you're working on a system, it will tell you everything you need to know about the system. You can also do Windows upgrade, check for Windows 11. You've got product keys, pull up all your information about product keys. So if they're legit product key or whether they're a scripted sort of KMS activated, it will tell you all that information. We've also got system utilities, network diagnostic tools here, and also DNS changes, cleanup tools, which will be everything you see in that script will be in this script, but more. And we also have Windows repair tools where you can run a bunch of different repairs, tweaks. I'm adding loads of tweaks to it as well, and also other things as well. So just let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you want to see added to this. Also, I have a batch file version of this as well. I do like the scripts versions of these rather than applications as such, because it's just a bit of fun, really, nothing too serious. But again, it just automates the whole process and makes things a lot easier, especially if you're working on PCs all the time. Anyway, but that said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. or any sort of ideas of what sort of stuff you want to see me add to it, I can add a debloater there, or just an app remover and things like that to it if you want. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget, hit the subscribe button for more videos like these, and keep updated when I release the actual scripts for you. You can always join my Discord server and keep an eye out over there. Anyway, big shout out to all my YouTube members. I do appreciate the support. My name has been Brian from BriTechComputers.co.uk. Bye for now.